Girlfriend left me and is taking her new boyfriend to our apartment. Been dating this girl for a year and we got a lease on an apartment, 6 months, currently on month 5. She said I did everything perfect and she just lost feelings for me and that's it. After 3 days of breaking up she gets a new boyfriend and takes her to our apartment when I decided to stay at my parents' house and they slept together in my bed after I said I didn't want him sleeping there. They are trying to be civil and want me to sign another lease but with the new boyfriend on it and they said we'll all just chill together. I was angry and said how I don't want him sleeping in my bed and it was fucked and if roles were reversed you'd understand how fucked this is. I don't want to move back in with my parents cause of my past but I also think it'll be way too awkward and go through too much pain if I'm living in the same place as my ex's new boyfriend. I also can't afford to live on my own. Going through a ton of pain right now and I feel like here is the only place I can vent. We ended our relationship on good terms and we agreed to be friends but all this is making everything hurt worse. You have to separate from each other to truly move on. And starting a lease with your ex's BF? Why the fuck would you even consider that? IWPULD live out of my car before doing that. 3 days? So she cheated. They want to sign a new lease with you? As you are probably the main breadwinner? Why should you be the one to leave the apartment? Are you able to pay for it on your own? Run. You're going to end up killing yourself from the mental torture of living with her new dude and her. Don't do that to yourself, op. You don't deserve that. Start looking for people who are looking for roommates ASAP. If you have to live out of your car for a bit then so be it. Easier said than done I know, but knowing you come from an abusive family then maybe it's your only choice until you can stand on your own 2 feet. New place looking for roommates is the way to go my friend, Godspeed, and good luck. You think they don't understand how fucked up this is? They're fucking on your bed to drive you away. They want you out and they want the apartment for themselves. Leave ASAP. They're just going to keep rubbing their relationship in your face. More than likely she feeds on your misery because making you hurt feeds into her need to feel worth something. You in pain equals she's still worth something. Been dating this girl for a year. Also this is the stupidest part about the whole post. That was way too fast to move in with someone. Stop paying rent. Don't sign another lease and block your ex. They don't have the legal recourse to kick you out either. So stop letting her push you around. Nobody here is giving you any practical advice, so let me do it. Start looking for roommates in local housing groups on Facebook. Ask your friends if anyone they know is looking for a roommate. I think your first priority should be to get out of this situation. You do not have to live out of your car as some are suggesting. You do not have to stay and exact revenge. The best way for you to move forward is probably to rent a room in a house full of people your age. I'm 26 female. I'm trying to go low contact with my parents and my mom, 50 female, keeps trying to contact me. A little background. My life was always controlled by my parents. We're Arab but lived in America my whole life. I followed the rules and was always called a golden child. Some of the rules when I was growing up. I couldn't go over to friends' houses after middle school, never could spend the night outside my home, and had to be back by 9 p.m. no matter what. I was an excellent student, applied to many colleges, and ended up getting into a prestigious school in my state, but it was 4 hours away. My parents, after telling me I could go, all of a sudden changed their tune and said I had to take my mom with me. I couldn't imagine going to college and bringing mommy with me. I refused and went to a community college and then just got my bachelor's and master's online. They even controlled that. I wanted to major in English. My dad pushed me into business. He wouldn't pay for anything but a business degree. I got married at 21. To a person from back home but only after they pushed and pushed and pushed. I had broken up with him in the past, and they would talk to me daily until I got back with him. My mom drove my brothers and me all the time to get married and have kids. But my brothers were boys. They had much more freedom than I did. They didn't listen. A little while later, my husband cheated on me while we were long distance waiting for his visa. My parents still pushed for me to continue. I married him and had the big wedding which they all chose. I married him to get away and start a new life. My mom's only goal in life was to have grandkids. She scared me out of birth control, and I got pregnant immediately. And then again. Finally, I got an IUD. Here's the problem. I'm miserable. Yes, I had choices, and I chose wrong. I blame myself. But I also blame my parents, which is why I have gone through low contact, trying to be in no contact with them. My mom won't accept it. I've told her it hurts and is traumatic to be around them, and she won't leave me alone. She constantly keeps pushing me to talk to me. She tells me shit like, I might wake up dead, and, you don't know how much time you have left with me. I'm just tired and want to be left alone. Too long did not read. My parents controlled my entire life, and they led me into a miserable life. I never want to speak to them again, but my mom won't stop trying. What do I do? I'm so sorry, this is all terrible. I know someone in a similar position to you, and she changed her number and deleted her social media accounts and started new accounts under fake names so that her mom literally couldn't contact her. I'm not sure if you want to go this far, but it's possible to disappear so she can't get in touch. Based on your reply to another comment, you'll probably only be free if you leave your husband. But I don't know if it's actually safe or possible, or if you even want it, for you to do that. Since he seems to be participating willingly in traumatizing you. You let them control you at a certain point. You need to take back that control. You have to probably go no contact for a while. Doubt they would go to counseling with you, so you have to do this on your own, unfortunately. If you are not happy in your marriage, divorce. You were pushed into it. Your husband is not supportive. Move away, change number, start over. Good luck. Another American Arab here. She's going to try to contact you no matter what. That's just how they are, lol. It's sad you got pushed into these decisions, but you're 26, you can still be happy. It might be tricky with kids involved, but take them and bounce. I couldn't imagine dealing with Arab mentality in the US. It's easy to start over there, so maybe just start over. My grandmother sounds a lot like your mom. She always talked about her death. There is a word in Arabic that's affectionate, but it's basically them saying they hope you bury them. Maybe sit her down and let her know you are about to be gone forever. Maybe she doesn't know how miserable you are. And if she does, again, you are 26, you can just go and start over. This is America. You have the right to cut contact with your parents and relocate. There must be an expatriate group for Arabs in this country who are on the same path as you. Find them and get on with your life. Husband hit me today, 22 female, 26 male. Ever since I found out I was pregnant, my relationship has been falling apart. My husband has been being cold towards me, and he's hardly spending any time with me. The only time he'll give me attention the most is when he wants sex. We had an argument today about the way he has been treating me, and I told him I don't want to feel this way anymore and I'm tired of being neglected. I do everything he says and I'm a good wife to him. He said he doesn't want to talk about this anymore and went to do his homework. I told him our conversation isn't over, and I shut his laptop, and he slapped me not once but twice on my cheek. I swung at him, but he grabbed my wrist and pushed me hard. My hip hit the dresser side. He was apologizing and telling me he didn't mean to hit me, he didn't know what got into him. When he tried to pick me off the floor, I told him to stay away from me. When he left, I locked myself in my room, and I've been in here ever since. My cheek is swollen and I have an ugly bruise on my hip. I can't leave my home like this because everyone will see what he did to me. When physical violence enters a relationship, it's time to exit. It never gets better. For the sake of your life and the life of your child, you need to get away. He is a danger to not only you, but your future child. I suggest getting out as soon as you can. If not for yourself, do it for your child. Even without the hitting. He is cold and not spending time with you. Only gives you attention when he wants something. When you expressed how you felt, he dismissed it and did not even want to listen. Get out. Homicide through domestic violence is the #1 reason for death in pregnant women. You don't owe him any silence or forgiveness. You need to look after you, and get out. Reach out to whoever you have who will support you, lean on them, and do what you need to do to be safe. I'm so sorry this happened to you. It is essential that you tell someone, a friend, your family, the police. Don't keep this to yourself and think that he won't do it again. Once someone is capable of being violent against their partner, they will keep pushing and pushing, and the longer you stay, the worse it will get, as they will know they can keep pushing your limits and get away with it. You have a baby to think about now. You and your baby deserve to be safe and loved, and you can't be in this marriage. I genuinely wish you all the best, and I hope you can get to safety very soon. Talk pictures of your face and bruises on your phone. Email those pics to yourself or someone that you actually can trust. Call National Domestic Violence Hotline 800-799-7233. Pack a bag as soon as you can too. You may have to flee. Do not accept or forgive his behavior. If you are hurt or injured, then call 911 to get checked out. Police will end up getting involved, which you need a paper trail to document abuse anyways. He hit a pregnant woman, WTF. My partner hides their phone when I walk in the room. Partner is on this sub, so I apologize for vagueness, but I'd like to stay anonymous. Too long did not read. Partner closes message windows when I walk in the room, I'm worried. Sue. My partner, M, has always been good to me. We've been together for years and he's never done anything, that I know of, that would hurt me. To preface this, I don't think he's the cheating type. We've had conversations about cheaters before and just the way we both talk about it makes me really believe he would never do it. Recently I've noticed he's been closing message windows on his computer or phone when I walk in the room. Like he'll be actively texting someone, then when I walk in swipes, clicks the window away. He doesn't do it every time, if he's texting certain people that I also know. It's starting to get more obvious through. I used to think he was just trying to pay attention to me while I was talking so he would put his phone down, but now it's literally just when I walk in and haven't said anything to him. Now, I want to pretend like he's texting someone about some grand surprise he has for me, but that's just not realistic. I'm not naive, but I'm not jaded either. I don't want to invade his privacy, but I've been hurt so many times, and this would break me more than any of them if I found out later than it already is. I don't know what kind of advice I'm looking for. So I guess just give me what you got, but please be kind. I'm pretty fragile at the moment and this is not making it easier. Your very, very best move. So I want to talk to you about openness. You know, I notice when you hide stuff on the devices. And I get it. Sometimes we need distractions or whatever. But whatever's going on back there, it gets between you and me, because I feel excluded and I worry about what it means. It means I don't really know where your head and imagination are at. So we can either talk about you changing the habits, or we can talk about talking honestly together about what the devices are giving you that you need. Either way, we need to stay honest with each other. Can we talk about that? Girl LLL, you're not stupid. Follow that gut feeling. They are there for a reason. Now, if you F up your own surprise then whoops, but if you really don't think it's a surprise and something negative, I'd follow your gut. FYI, I've dated guys in the past that would talk all the shit about cheaters but ended up being one. That's my experience though. Take care. How he talks about cheating means nothing. That's what cheaters always do. Nobody is the cheating type, until they are. You can try talking to him about it, but if he's so invested in keeping things a secret, you're just going to get lies and gaslighting. I understand and know how you feel, what it's like. It's shady AF. I don't have advice, except if you have good communication with each other and he's willing to hear you out and won't get defensive, maybe gently bring it up. When they do shit like that though, they're usually up to no good. You either deal with it, address it, or just trust your gut and move on. The last one is the hardest. It'd be nice if you could talk to him without him flying off the handle. Best of luck. You aren't alone. I was with someone who claimed he hated cheating, claimed he was cheated on, yada yada. And he still cheated. So just goes to show that anyone is capable of it. Closing his phone screen when you walk into the room is sus as fuck, and I would honestly confront him about it. If he gets defensive about it or tries to turn the argument on you, which is gaslighting BTW, then he's guilty about something. In all honesty, I'd go with your gut. If you feel like something is off, it probably is. In all my years of dating, my gut has always proven to be right.